Today, it's live second round coverage of the Players.
Hello again and welcome. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo coming to you from one of the game's most famous venues, the TBC Sawgrass, home to the Players.
And home of the Players too. The PGA Tour professionals that play the tour, they basically run and own this wonderful venue. It is their championship, and it's one that each one of those players playing here this week would want to win. It might not be considered a major, but the Players, it is their championship.
And now we go down to the action at the first. Stepping up to the first tee for this second round, Frank, what's the mindset, do you think?
Has to be, hopefully, like yesterday, where they played extremely well. If we get another carbon copy of that, we're in for some real delight.
Getting set for this next shot from the rough, what does the player need to be careful of here, Frank?
Well, this is where we're going to see exactly how good they are, because, you know, that's not exactly the best lie, but it's sort of doable if you know what you're doing.
Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. So from the rough back to the fairway, that's the right way to go.
Yeah, didn't take the bait, and at least now he's only going to play the price of a poor tee shot. Still got a good chance, though, getting away with par.
Nice approach shot. He'll be happy with that. Well, not in contention, but in for par. Frank, what do you make of the par 5 second?
Doglegs to the left, so there's a decision to be made here all the time, but a good hooking tee shot. That takes the trees on the left out of play, and even the rough on the right. Good tee shot here. I've seen people get home with as little as a 5 on.
Good tee shot, good lie, and now a good chance to take advantage here on this hole. Nice position, short grass, second shot. Well, it looks as though they're going to need to use all their strength to sort of hack it out of that rough, missing it off the tee here. Into the tall cabbage, that ball is swallowed up. He'll need to be strong with this. Had a birdie here yesterday, in there close. Great opportunity for another one. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Frankie took plenty of time on this birdie putt. He looked at it from 3 different angles. He forgot one very important ingredient.
Yeah, pace. You can definitely fall in love with the line, even with approach shots as well, but obviously we see it more on putting.
Has his par. Frank, a nice mix of holes to start. So here we go with a par 3 at the third.
Very narrow at the front of the screen, and that bunker too, you don't actually see it off the tee, the back left bunker, and it sneaks into that left side. So if that flag is on the left, just be careful.
Frank, so many different lies in golf. This is one you don't see too much. The golf ball is on the mulch.
Yeah, and it never really sits up, so this is one of those ones you've got to be much more conservative than you'd like to be. Play for the fat of the green.
Well, he'll be disappointed with that, no doubt.
Yeah, swing didn't quite look right on that one. Well, Rich, it's been a disaster until this point, but there's an escape clause. If he can make bogey from here, that'll be some doing, something to be proud of.
We'll feel actually pretty good. Sometimes you see players walk off the hole with a little bounce in their step, even after a bogey, because they've had to work hard for it.
Even par, currently.
Frank, it has been that kind of a tournament. Another bogey. Frank, how important is positioning off the tee here?
Well, we saw a positional tee shot at 1 and 2. This is another one here at 4.
Like the looks of this one.
Oh, yeah.
Just a good solid tee shot right there, about 280 yards. Frank, the second here at the 4th is a dangerous shot.
Once again, this is another example of where you have to look at the green. Where exactly is the flag? If it's on that high portion, you've got to fly it all the way back.
No problems there. Really good approach shot. And now, good looking birdie. Made a par in his previous round. This time, it's for birdie. Can't make it, Frank, if you don't hit it.
Hubert Green once said, 99% of putts left short don't go in. I don't know what happened to the other 1%, but...
Good solid par right there. Frank, the golf course toughens up right here at the long par 4 5th.
Yeah, when you play it off the back tee, 470 yards, it's nearly 320 yards to that last bunker down the left side. That really has to be in the back of your mind. The ideal tee shot, a little left to right.
Oh, a bit unfortunate. Wasn't able to avoid the sand trap. And the tee shot ends up in the bunker. He'll need to get all of this one, 200 yards, the second shot. That one is bunker bound, it looks like. Yet again, in the bunker. All right, so greenside bunker. What's he looking to do with this shot, Frank?
Well, really you have to look at the amount of green you got to play with. You don't have to try and fly the ball right by the flag. Allow it to run. Plus, if you can get it to run like a putt, you never know, it might just go in.
Did the smart thing there, Frank. Took his medicine, back out onto the fairway. And he's made the green. Bogey here yesterday. Chance to better that today. Has it. Frank, you don't want to get too cute with that second shot here at the 6th.
I remember many a time, Rich, when they put the flag right of center. You try and hit it a little bit too close, those palm trees all of a sudden come into play. Hits one of those, that ball can go anywhere.
Good news is, Frank, you can see the golf ball. I guess the bad news is that's kind of an uncertain lie in that mulch.
Yeah, there's nothing really good about that. You'd rather it be in the rough.
It is a windy day out here, Frank. My hat just blew off. This is going to affect the players' shots, that's for sure.
Rich, I think he's going for a different green. Are we on the wrong hole?
That's not a green in regulation. That's a green in miscalculation. Players bracing against these strong, gusty winds. Really a challenge out there. Down, little Sheba, down! Well, too bad, Frank. That one rolled right off the green.
It was just coming out so hot.
Fourth shot, wants to get this close. Pretty good shot right there. Sitting right now at 2 over par for the round. Well, with that drop shot, moves to 1 over for the tournament. Frank, what do you think of the 7th?
Interesting par 4 for 2 reasons. The undulating green on the end of the hole, it also shapes to the right. That makes it look like a dogleg right. But really, you want to play that tee shot just inside those pot bunkers down the right side. After that good tee shot, Rich, it's time to take full advantage of it.
Yeah, this is one where he can really go after the whole location and maybe think about making birdie.
In the direction of the sand.
Looks like it. That's a disappointment right there, Frank.
Yeah, green light special, really. Come up considerably short. Remember, out of the rough. Expect the ball to jump forward a little bit.
Settles in over the putt. Did the job right there.